Today we're going to be working on LBD lesson 2.1, peanut butter brownies. First thing we're going to do is open our textbook. So I'm going to go up here to LBD. I'm going to go on and double click on that to open it. Last place I was the table of contents, so it's already open there. If not, you can scroll down to find it. I'm going to be opening up 2.2 peanut butter brownies. I'm going to double click on there. Now this shows the page that it starts on, which is page 19. The very first thing you're going to have to do before we start formatting it is you're going to have to turn to page 22 and you're going to type up the brownie information just like this. The way it's typed on this page is the same way you need to type it. What we're going to do formatting wise is going to turn your page into looking something like this. You need to understand that you are not finished with peanut butter brownies. Oops, I keep going too fast. Peanut butter brownies, if it looks like this, it's not finished. You only get half credit. It has to look like this when we're finished. The instructions are going to tell you how to do that. So I've already got my peanut butter brownies typed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my screen and I'm going to go to the instructions where they start on page, whoops, I lost the page, page 19. So I'm going to go on and click over here, use my arrow key to go up to page 19. Alright, so the first thing it says is that on step number 3, we're going to change the line spacing of the text. Select heading, which is ingredients, and the list of ingredients. So we're going to select the ingredients word and the ingredients, and we're going to change the line spacing to 1.5. So right now our line spacing item looks like this over here. I don't see it, so I'm going to go to more. Right now it looks like this, so I'm going to go to line spacing and I'm going to change it to 1.5, which is going to create more space here. We're going to go back over to our book. We're going to look at step 4. It says use a bulleted list to select the list of ingredients. Do not select the heading. Then select the bulleted list icon. So we just want the ingredients selected is what that's telling us. We're going to go to the bullet points up here, and if I hover over it, it's going to say that it's a bulleted list. We're going to click on the bulleted list, and you see how it's nicely bulleted those items. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to select the steps below directions, which would be these steps right down here. We're going to add a numbered list. So right up here, if we hover over it, it says numbered list. It has a small 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to click there, and it's going to number my list for me. We are going to adjust the list spacing, so we're going to go back to line spacing. We're going to go to add a space after each list item. And it's going to put a nice little break after each set of instructions that we're doing. Excuse me. We're going to align the text of peanut butter and center it. So we're going to choose peanut butter brownies, where you would have to go back to more if you don't already have it selected, and you're going to choose center align. We're going to bold the title under step 8. It tells us we're going to bold the title and change the font size of the text to 18. So we're going to change it to bold. We're going to change it to 18. You can do this in either order. I could have bolded it first and then changed it to 18 or vice versa. Next thing we need to do is we're going to bold the text ingredients. So I'm going to highlight ingredients. I'm going to bold that. I'm going to bold directions. So I have to highlight that and hit bold. Finally, we're going to do what's called a word count. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the tools menu. We're going to go to word count. It tells us that we have 117 words. Okay? So what we're going to do is after the last direction where it says colon cut squares, whoops, which should have a period, we're going to hit enter, and we're going to click the numbered list icon to remove the number 5. We're going to type word count with a colon, and we're going to put the number of words in our document, which is 117. Then we are going to right align the text. So we're going to highlight word count. We're going to right align it using the right align button. We're then going to underline. The very final thing that we're going to do is we're going to click Select All. So we're going to go to Edit, Select All. We're going to change the font to Georgia. And the final thing it says to do is that you're going to proofread your document for accuracy and formatting. What that means is that you're going to make sure you formatted everything correctly, and you're going to make sure there's no spelling mistakes, spacing mistakes, those kinds of things. The next step for you will be to turn this into Google Classroom.